This is a benefit for the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation, and it's all about clean water. And we were very fortunate that Big Boss Brewing Company supports our efforts and was willing to open up the brewery on a Sunday when they're normally closed. And to have some of these vans that have shown up is just really a pretty fantastic thing for us. We certainly had a really good turnout today, and for all of the efforts that have been put in, hopefully we'll be able to return some of our work towards the community and help protect the water that we all have to have to live. The Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation's mission is to advocate, educate, and protect the Neuse River Basin for the people that live in the basin. And the whole concept behind that is that when we find out that there are activities that are being proposed by municipalities or by the state or even the federal government that may impact the ability for people to have clean water, we need to make sure that the public understands that. And that's what the advocacy part of it is. We're speaking for the cleanliness of the river and hope that the public will be able to make a difference where maybe we can't do the kind of things we need to do. The educational part of what we do with the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation really is a hallmark of what the organization has been built on, and that is to make sure that from toddlers all the way to senior citizens have an understanding of clean water and the value of having clean water and how you keep it clean. So we have a very strong education program. We actually have a two-part mission with that. It's something called River Kids that we take to the classroom. And the other part of what we do is something we call River Watch, and that is to educate the public on the things to look for if they're out walking on the greenway, or if they're in a canoe or a kayak, they're paddling around, they see what looks like a pollution source, how to deal with it effectively, whether it's calling the state and reporting it or calling us so we can get involved in it. Those kind of things are important because there are only 4 people in this organization that have to protect 270 plus miles of Neuse River, and that doesn't even include all the tributaries or Falls Lake. So it's really important that we educate people on how to get that done. And finally, the protection aspect of what we do really involves trying to deal with polluters. And our approach to dealing with polluters first is to work with them to make sure they understand that what they're doing is harming everybody, and trying to get them to change their practices so that won't be a pollution problem. If all else fails, we have other avenues that we can take with protection to try to get things stopped and cleaned up. It's really important with the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation that we have a large constituency, if you will. The more members we have, the more effective we can be. So if anybody's wondering about whether it's a worthwhile organization to be a part of, I would encourage them to go to our website and look at the programs we have to offer. Look at our past history. Look at what we want to be doing in the future. And please join the organization. We really rely on our membership and donations to keep things moving. And without that, we can't be an effective organization. We can't keep the Neuse River and Falls Lake clean. The Neuse River Cleanup is an annual event that we put on every year. Usually we have a large number of volunteers, 350 or more. It's a 4 or 5 hour period. This year will be on April 6th. It's a Saturday. It's a very leisurely opportunity to get out on the river or the lake in boats that we provide, or to walk along the shoreline and just pick up trash and have a good time at it. It's also an educational opportunity because a lot of people probably don't even know the Neuse River is in our backyard. People know about Falls Lake, they may not know about the Neuse River. It's a vast resource that really needs to be protected. And the cleanup is, like I said, it's a very low impact. Get outside, have a good time, talk to people about the river, clean up a little bit of trash, and celebrate the fact that we've got an awesome resource right here.
Hello, my name is Paul Michelle. I'm on the board of the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation. One of the creative board members, so I decided to talked to one of my coworkers, James, and he's a musician, and he thought, okay, we could do something that maybe Tiernan, and then we mentioned Big Boss, and he was like, okay, this is he's played here at Big Boss before, and it just worked out so well. The Big Boss folks are so accommodating. James knew all the other musicians, and everything just kind of fell together, and this turned out to be a great day for a fundraiser for the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation. I used to help with the cleanups in the past. I mean, I just started out just going down the river, cleaning it up, and after about 3 years of doing that, they asked me to be a coordinator, and so I coordinated from Falls Dam to US 1, and Jessica and Melissa asked me to be on the board, and I was like, are you sure? So now I'm here. I'm a board member of the Neuse Riverkeeper Foundation. I think I'm not the traditional type that you would expect, but I think I add something to the whole board. So today hopefully will be a testament that I helped out. Well, they can, of course, if they want to help out with the Neuse Riverkeeper, just go to neuseriver.org. And there's contact information there about our events and different things we have going on. And our next event is the Neuse River Cleanup, which is April 6th, in which we encourage everyone to help out.
We try to do a lot of things to protect our environment around here in the Neuse River Basin. One of the things that strikes me as pretty unique about the opportunity for us to be here is that in order to have really great beer, you've got to have clean water. And if you talk with the fellows here at Big Boss, they'll tell you that their water comes from the very same place that all of us get our water from. It comes from Falls Lake. That's part of the Neuse River Basin. We have to really work hard to protect that water source. And as we all know, water is life, as is clean air. And if we don't have clean water and we don't have clean air, there are going to be some serious problems. So the whole idea behind what we're doing today is trying to raise awareness about the Neuse River, Falls Lake, and all those tributaries that some of us, maybe all of us, love to paddle on and play on. And it's really important we try to protect that.